Welcome again, everyone. We will be starting the webinar now. So once again, I would like to tell you the title of today's webcast. It is BMC Helix with Omni Channel Service Experience. Next slide, please. So the takeaway from this webinar today will be, we'll learn today how BMC solutions can help companies to meet 99% of SLAs with the help of AI and machine learning. So to inform you, everyone, this session is being recorded, and whoever will not be able to attend the session till the end, or who are not able to make out time to attend this session, we will be sending recording of this session to everyone. So questions and answers, you all can put all your questions into the chat box, into the question and answer box, which is visible on the taskbar below. And we will take all the answers and answer them at the end of the session after the webinar is finished presenting. Next slide, please. So here are the speakers for this webinar. So first is Milan Mihik. He is the indirect sales leader. He works at BMC Software. Then we have Afreen Inamdar, who is a BMC solution consultant working with Vyom Labs. And then Nikita Agrawal, who is me. I am the business development manager working with Vyom Labs. Next slide, please. So first, I'd like to start by giving you an introduction about Vyom Labs. So Vyom Labs was founded in 2003, and today we stand as a roughly 20-year-old organization in today's date. We are headquartered in India, but we also have our branch offices in USA, UAE, Germany, Netherlands, Singapore, and Australia. We are a team size of 1,400 employees in today's date. Our business portfolio covers digital enterprise management, IT automation, IT infra management, IT managed services, IT consulting, RPA, cloud services, and RPA. When I talk about delivery, we have delivered projects across 6 continents over the world. We have executed more than 700 projects, and we even work with partners across the globe. And right now we have more than 20 partners working with us. As you can see, we are also ISO certified. Next slide. So from here, I would like to hand over the presentation to Mr. Milan. He will be taking this forward.
Thank you, Nikita. Hello, everybody. So my name is Milan Mihic. I'm the indirect sales leader for BMC. So I manage the territory of the United Arab Emirates and also the CIS countries. So thank you, Vyom Labs, for inviting me to speak at the webinar here. I will just be brief, a quick 5-minute intro on why we're doing what we're doing and the trends we're seeing in the industry, and then I will give it over to Afreen so she can take you through the more technical aspect of the webinar, and you can actually see the solution in action and how it works and whatever else, right? So very briefly, why we are talking about the omni-channel experience here, and what is it that we are doing, right? If you look at it historically, how the what we call digital maturity has been growing in the industry, right? What we see is that today's modern technology is very much dependent on zero tolerance for any kind of an outage or any kind of a delay, and people expect everything to be immediate, on their fingertips, response immediately. So, I have a problem, I call somebody, I want to know what's going on, I want to know immediately, I want to know when it's fixed, all these kinds of things, and to facilitate all this, we need to have some kind of help, right? It's very difficult to deal with it on your own. And we'll see a little bit later how analytics and algorithms and AI ops and machine learning can help with all of these, right? And if you look at it from left to right, how technologies and how operations used to grow is, we started from something which is being very reactive, like, you calling a service desk and then them logging a ticket and working on it, and then you may be calling back or then sending you an email with confirmations and these kinds of things, right? Very rarely somebody would go and use a portal, or much less, log something through a phone kind of a system which emulates a human being, or through a chatbot or something like that, or maybe through Alexa or some kind of an assistant like that. It was like something which was like science fiction a couple of years ago, right? But from that traditional way, which was very reactive, because a customer needed to go and report a problem with you, and then you log it and it goes to a system, and then it needs to get properly assigned and rerouted and again, and so it took a lot of time, right? So it was very reactive in a way. Then we started talking predictive, right? So how do we expect things to happen, right? So with some advanced monitoring features, putting these things together and looking at it this way, right? Also exposing what we used to call multi-channel, right? So there is a web interface, there is a mobile application, so there is integrations to email, so you can open these tickets in different other ways, right? To expedite things, into then moving into something which is more proactive and what we call preventive, right? So this is where we are trying to expose as much as we can to the end customer through a channel which is easy for them to consume, right? So if it's easy for this person to pick up his phone and have an application on the phone and just start typing, and this thing just recognizes the text and starts, suggesting to him what could be a problem, right? Because there is already a known problem there on this particular printer. So maybe try, doing this, or try connecting to this other printer, or doing this or doing that, right? So different kinds of things that come up here. And, Afrin will show you a couple ideas of it. But the idea here is, to give you different channels, so to speak, different options to come and help yourself, instead of, calling that service management representative and, just loading the ticket and waiting for something to happen to you, right? So it's a journey, right? It's not just as simple as tomorrow you wake up and here we go, we have this new fantastic system. You need maturity, you need steps to grow, you need to go through a certain journey to get there, right? And we can help you with that, with the platform, and with people like Vyom Labs supporting you in the journey. Can you go to the next slide, please? Okay, so very briefly around the new platform, which is called BMC Helix, right? The platform has been built, on open solutions, so like Docker, Kubernetes. It's using all the cloud-ready and very flexible and very elastic technologies to grow and to support scalability. It is built with the cloud-first mindset. So of course we offer it as SaaS, and you can see here like ITSM as a service, Discovery as a service, Digital Workflows as a service, Workflows as Business Workflows as a service. These are all kind of BMC own terms, because we do have this bunch of tools. We already had them before, right? But now we are offering them on cloud as a subscription, so you can have them all as a service. It is all built to be very scalable using Kubernetes containers, so you can also deploy it on the cloud of your choice. So it doesn't need to be in a BMC cloud, doesn't need to be SaaS. It can also be what we will call then on-premise, but you can put it also on a cloud. Anything that supports Kubernetes deployments, you can go there. And it is built, the whole platform, with a heavy emphasis on machine learning and AI ops. Okay, why? Because if we use these things, it does so much processing in the back end that you're not even aware of while you're using the platform, right? And it helps you increase the efficiency and productivity, right? And it opens up people to innovation, because it is removing a lot of the manual work. It is removing a lot of that clutter and noise and overhead of assigning something or reassigning something, or looking for a solution. We can suggest a solution to you, and understanding the baselines of operations and all the other things which machine learning and AIOps can do for you, right? So people get more free time. They can focus more on innovation. They can focus more on the business imperatives that they have, right? It also increases the velocity of the business, right? Because it is removing some of these obstacles, right? Where you can move more quickly as a business, because some other things are just taken care of for you. All right. So go to the next slide, please. So while it's transitioning, yes. Again, I didn't really go through all of the product names and all of the features. I don't think it's required at this point, right? But and I'm sure Afrin is going to mention it in a little bit. But so just to understand, right? There is an ITSM system. On top of the ITSM system, there is also something which we call digital workplace, which is a front end for the user. So it's like a self-service portal, which is then like your gateway into the rest of the things, right? There is also something called discovery, which is understanding how your services are created, what is talking to what dependencies are, and how how impact management can be done. And then in addition to this, there is something which we call business workflow. So it's basically extending the functionality of an ITSM tool outside of the core IT processes, right? So if you need to do something in HR or in financial or in legal, some of those processes, you can automate them as well, and you can manage them also through the platform and expose them in the digital workplace portal, right? Now, that being said, right, if you look at these things, I mean, it's a systems of intelligence, system of record, system of engagement, right? So on the left-hand side of things, I mean, this is what's happening in the back end. You will never see this, right? You will not see the algorithm, neither the IT personnel or much less the end user. They will not see those things happening, but they are there, right? They're here to learn the baselines, to learn how to predict, to give you recommendations and do all kinds of things, right? But taking from there, right, they need to be fed by something, and they're fed by these systems of record. So Discover will bring in the relationships data. ITSM will bring in the tickets and the service requests and all these things. Will populate the CMDB. We can also take feeds for monitoring, all kinds of things. So this is all in there. And in systems of record, of course, there will be some interactions, but this will be mostly by the IT staff. Now, what we are going to talk about today is on the systems of engagement side, right? So this is now where we are engaging with the customer, and this is where we are giving you this whole omni-channel experience, right? So we are talking about different ways to communicate to the system using chatbots, using virtual agents, be it by phone, be it by text, right? Integrations to development tools like Slack or to Skype or to Teams or something like that. Mobile applications, SMSs, all these kinds of things, right? So overall, I hope, once you go through the demo now and understand what is going on there, right, you can see how this can enable everybody in the organization, from agents to developers to line of business users, to move at a much bigger speed, to help themselves to have good and actionable data under their fingertips, and make life easier and better for everybody and move the business forwards, right? Okay, so with this, look, I will give it over to Afrin so she can take you through the examples and some demo cases. Thank you so much, and shoot your questions. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Milan. Thank you, Milan, for walking us through to understand how BMC Helix Cognitive Enterprise can help mitigate real-time business requirements. Hello, everybody. My name is Afrin Inamdar, and now I will proceed to show you all the capabilities of AI/ML, starting with the digital workplace platform. BMC Helix Digital Workplace helps organizations drive, power, and shape the future of work with tailored omni-channel engagements anywhere, anytime across the entire enterprise. Digital Workplace provides intuitive and intelligent consumer-like experiences to help organizations step into the future of work. The intelligent self-service offers smarter, more powerful ways to resolve issues quickly. Unified Service Catalog eliminates catalog confusion and presents customized services in a single catalog, delighting employees from multiple business units, including IT, HR, facilities, etc. Omni-channel connectivity with system delivers value-added experiences and knowledge management capabilities across channels so that employees can find the information whenever they need it. ease of configuration via drag and drop creation, workflow customization, and enhanced configuration helps drive faster resolution and better user experience. Now let us see what is the agent experience in terms of AI/ML capabilities. BMC Helix ITSM platform provides the next generation, intuitive, social, and mobile service desk experience, which is easy to navigate, create, update, and view the transaction. At the same time, it helps the agent to find relevant knowledge articles, similar incidents, associated assets, predefined service requests, or predefined templates. It provides the 360-degree view about the ticket to the service desk agent, which will help the agent to fast track the resolution for an end user. SmartT uses AI/ML capabilities to improve service management experience by auto-categorization of the tickets using the machine learning, auto-apply machine learning recommended templates for incident and change requests created by using emails. It also quickly trains machine learning engines using historic data, which eliminates the need for human intervention for repetitive tasks by saving time and providing higher quality of services. It has the multi-cloud, which provides and secures seamless service experiences across multi-cloud environments. Using the AI/ML capabilities, service does not need to worry about the categorization of tickets. The agent will enter the summary automatically with the help of AI and ML. The system will recommend the opcat and prodcat and auto-assign the tickets. So in the diagram, if you see, so whenever the service desk agent is working on the ticket, and if the end user is contacting via email, so if it is assigned to a service desk, then the end user will receive the automated emails containing knowledge articles with the help of AI/ML. Using that, the service desk agent will be easy with the AI/ML layer. The service desk agent will be easier to auto route the incidents. Also, auto email response with knowledge articles as attachments can be done. Similarly, based on the auto assignment, the incident based on past assignments can be done, and classifications of the incidents can be done. So this is an example where the AI/ML capabilities can be visible. So whenever the end user is calling up a service desk, so service desk agents, whenever he is putting the name into the smart recorder, he will be able to view the list of the caller with the details. He will also be able to view the assets that are related to it. Also, if there are any templates that can be proposed, that will be also visible, and some knowledge articles will be available for the service desk agent. So this will help the end user to potentially resolve the issues and rapidly resolve them. Proactive problem management, incident management, knowledge management also helps to find the issues and rapidly resolve them. So let us now see how the problem management will be available here. So if we consider the olden era, whenever you have to trigger the problem management use case, the traditional method was to review the incident periodically, means the problem manager has to review all the incidents one by one, and then manually he have to remove the tickets, remove the reports, and review each incident and correlate that incident to the problem ticket, and then accordingly raise the problem request as well. So now with the help of AI/ML capability, what has happened is it triggers and forms the clusters. So AI/ML identifies the cause of incident and clusters them, so it helps the problem manager to create the required problem process and go with the root cause analysis to fix the issue. Moving ahead, sorry. Moving ahead with the real-time incident correlation. So let's say if the service desk agent needs to do a root cause analysis, so we have used the problem management. Now, if the service desk agent needs to create and resolve incidents with faster and intelligent and context aware, so real-time incident correlation comes into picture. So let's say if there is a major outage which is going on, so the real-time incident can identify its cause and which is caused due to an outage. So basically what it will do is it will cluster the similar incidents and relate with the duplicate incidents. So when the main incident is resolved, it will automatically resolve all the incidents related to it. This will help the service desk agent to work on multiple incidents individually. So it will maximize the agent productivity and ease of use with the modern UI and UX. Now let's see about the digital workplace catalog. So digital workplace catalog is an enterprise application store solution designed to be the center of your digital workplace. Through a single administration dashboard, IT can aggregate, manage, deliver, and track hardware, software, and services from multiple cloud-based and on-premise resources. It also integrates with external fulfillment systems through service connectors. So there are multiple connectors like Office 365, Jira, Azure, etc., which is available in Digital Workplace Catalog, where you can automate multiple use cases. It enables the communication between the digital workplace and fulfillment systems. Using digital workplace, you can it is used to create services which is related to IT, HR, and other line of businesses using drag and drop functionality. BMC Helix dashboard helps to visualize data across entire service and operations portfolio with new dashboard capabilities. Using the BMC Helix dashboard, you can easily create, export, share interactive dashboards with users within or outside your environment. It offers the unified reporting and gives you a consolidated view of data from application across your environment. It is a multi-tenant enabled with full role-based access controls. It also includes multiple out-of-the-box visualizations of the reports. It leverages the Grafana technology, which is best in the market today. BMC Helix dashboards also provide some pre-built plugins for converged platform AR system and innovation suite to analyze and visualize data with BMC Helix dashboard. It is a single dashboard commonly used for all the ITSM applications like incident, problem, CMDB, chatbot, business workflows, etc., and many other IT operation dashboards. Now, we have seen some of the AI capabilities through the slides. Now, let us move ahead and see how it is interacted in the tool. So moving ahead, there are multiple ways of user to interact with the tool. That can be using the self-service console, through email, through chatbots, etc. Let me show you using chatbot how they are interacting with each other. Let us now log in and have an interactive experience with the tool. I am just logging into the system. This is BMC Helix chatbot. BMC Helix chatbot enables the end users to request services and resolve their issues in a conversational interface. It uses a natural language to create requests and cases, report issues, search knowledge articles on behalf of the users. So let me quickly show you how we can raise a request with the help of the chatbot. So let's say I am facing some issue related to the PC and I need to do a PC refresh. So I could see here multiple options which are available. Okay, so I'm looking for a PC refresh. And it will ask me certain questions like what kind of device I need to replace and the different information. Yes, I would like to raise a request. Oh, it got into an error. Let me just quickly re-log in again and check. Okay, so the request has been created. So if I click over there, it will give me all the information that I have filled into and also the status of my request. So whenever the end user submits a request, you will be able to view what is the progress on the request that has been submitted. I'll just quickly give the survey. Okay, so also let's say if I am looking for a knowledge article, like if there is an issue with the VPN connection, okay, so I'm just putting VPN and it will ask me, okay, report VPN issue. Yes. Okay. So here it will give me different solutions. Like if you're trying to connect to a VPN or VPN resolution. So these are all the knowledge articles that is related. So I may click on any of the on this knowledge article. Let's say I'm looking for this knowledge article only. Yes, okay. Yes, this was helpful for me. Similarly, let's say if I want to view all the requests that I'm looking for. So I'll just put my request. So it will give me all the related information, like all the requests which I have raised recently. So this was the request that I had raised just before, fix or repair, then PC refresh. So all the requests that I have raised, it will give me the information. So chatbot is one of the way how you can interact. Then similarly, chatbot can be also integrated with the Microsoft Teams, Slack, etc. And you will get a similar experience on Microsoft Teams, like you are chatting with someone else. As we have seen how requests can be raised through chatbot, there could be another possibility, right? So there could be like multiple incidents are getting triggered through let's say if there is an outage, so multiple users are unable to log in and they are raising a request, or let's say an event has been generated through a monitoring tool. So in this scenario, my service desk, this is my service desk has been flooded with lots of tickets. Yes. So with the help of AI/ML layer that BMC has emerged, whenever such incidents are created, the cluster is formed based on the machine learning or input that we provide. So BMC has introduced us real-time incident correlation, where it will help me to cluster all the incidents based on the summary that has been provided. So this is the input. So these are different kinds of clusters that have been formed with the ticket data. So this is the real-time incident correlation dashboard, which displays the new incoming incident as clusters represented on the grid. So as you can see, there are multiple incidents that has been created. So what I can do is basically to instead of going it individually and working on the incident, I know that this has been created due to the same reason. What I will do is I'll cluster them and manage all the incidents and into parent and duplicate. So I'll just click over here, manage parent and duplicate incident. So in this scenario, all the incidents has been clustered as duplicate and only one parent incident is there. So this will help me, like whenever I'm working on an incident. So let's say I have worked on this incident and the issue has been resolved. So let me quickly resolve this. Okay, I think there is some issue. Okay, so what will happen is basically once I resolve the original incident, the duplicate incidents will be resolved automatically. So this will help to maximize the agent productivity and ease of use with the modern UI and UX. Now, let's say if the issue is occurring again and again, and the problem manager needs to do the root analysis. So in this scenario, the problem manager will have to go through individual incident and follow the problem management process. So to avoid this, we have BMC Helix have introduced the proactive problem management console. So the purpose is basically this console is built to support the problem coordinator in end-to-end activity to identify the valuable problem investigations. So this is the proactive problem management dashboard, which is displayed, and it displays the recurrent incident as clusters in a form of heat map and the list view. So this visualization displays a tile of colored rectangles representing a cluster. So these are different types of clusters that has been formed over here. So let me quickly click on the cluster. So if you click over here, this will help. This information is basically to determine the impact of variables at a time. So you will be able to see that the incidents that have been triggered are all clustered over here. So if you want, you can just click over here and relate to a problem. So right from here, you can create a problem, single problem ticket that will be associated to all the related incidents. So I will just assign this ticket. So the cluster has been created, and this will allow the service desk agent to focus on high value problem areas and reduce the management load. So once the problem ticket has been resolved, the associated will be resolved in the similar way. So these are some of the AI ML capabilities which help customers to give an experience to an end user. With this, we are now proceeding towards the question and answer session. Please feel free to ask your doubts. Thank you.